mana and summons 2/2 treants equal to the amount of mana crystals that have been transformed. When these treants die, you get an empty mana crystal back, but this means that MaRu won't be doing much for the
there. Savage Roar, if he had the 3 mana to play it, would be almost lethal, right? Like doing a pretty scary amount of damage, but he just doesn't have both the mana and the treants on the board at the same time.
Look at this. Tako going full as first development. This is a very smart play, and you can see from that Golden Celebration card back, Tako actually was at the HCT top 8 for summer 2017. So he is a championship level standard Hearthstone player, also coming over.
Reinforce that board state. Tako's going to have to consider at some point whether equality makes sense just to keep these treants from getting too big.
This is totally fine. Tako can throw down the Steward of Darkshire and the Lost in the Jungle as well this turn. And he does decide to clear up another treant with that Light's Justice.
Down to 11 health, but in very comfortable position, controlling the board. Not a lot of direct damage that MaRu's deck can generate. It's really, you can play both Druids and a Power of the Wild if you really wanted to.
Could even swing a hero power here. This treant likely going into the Steward of Darkshire.
Do I go for face for more damage? Opted to take the risk, go for face. MaRu seems devastated by that second equality, ripped off the top of the deck. It is going to help generate this a ton of board clear here. Steward of Darkshire remains on the board, adding Divine Shields to all the new recruits that come out.
Well, MaRu's consideration for that previous turn was that even if both of the
Crystal Lion Shields into your board so you don't have any presence going into next turn, but really MaRu's hoping for a miracle right here because Tako is pretty solidly in control to win this game. He just has to make sure that MaRu can't start his turn with anything. Ouch. Quartermaster off the top is going to seal the game for Tako. 1-0 as Dude Paladin defeats Token Druid. Other treants, which means that Dire Mole Power of the Wild is going to create a terrifying board state. 2/6 taunt, 2/2 treant, 2/2 treant, and a 2/4 mole. Digging holes into your life total.
But Tako's actually going to nourish for the draw there instead of for the mana crystals.
And that might be the end game because we're going to see another +1/+1 here. This is almost going to wipe out everything on board. Might even clear out the treants. Nope. That cursor was only touching the treants on the way to Malfurion's nose.
We're going right.
MaRu is in a really good situation to turn this around and maybe win this whole set 3-1 because you're looking at Tako holding combo Druid and combo Priest, both kind of slow, not great at handling aggro.
Lethal.
And yeah, MaRu's got 3 aggro decks in a row. So Token Druid gets its win here against Tako's combo Druid.
Mark of Yasharaj onto the Mole and the Savage Roar off the top. I told you that Mole is a formidable foe. It's only a 1/3, but the fact that he is a beast makes
It's up to MaRu this turn to develop his board as much as possible. Unfortunately, it might just be like Totem Tunnel Trog, but that's all right. Like, you just need more things on the board. So when this Twilight Guardian comes down, you can reasonably interact with it. Out your board, hitting your totems. Won't take too much for it to start taking out Tunnel Trogs. I think this is the right move here. He can't possibly know that Tako's going to drop double Draconid Operative over the next 2 turns, but I think this is smart to just keep the pressure on.
He doesn't know the Draconid Operative's Earth Shock.
Ooh, that's really bad, and it's good because Tako isn't going to be able to kill you in one move. He's not going to be able to Divine Spirit Interfire. Actually, he might be. You can go to 12, 20.
Oh, you want a Valen's Chosen one of the Feral Spirits?
One of the Feral Spirits, yeah.
Well, that's not a
because
bad
you're already
idea.
going to take the 5/3 off the board, so he's leaving him with a 3/3, a 1/1, a Spell Power Totem, and a Jade Claws.
Okay.
But
Tako just going to Divine Spirit this turn.
Set this up for 1 turn away. Going to Maelstrom Portal.
He can't possibly think that there are 2 more Divine Spirits in hand for Tako, though. That's
Like, why would you play
unreasonable. Okay, so now this is heal the 7. Go to 14, go to 28.
He's only got 5 mana to play with, though.
Oh, you're right, he's overloaded.
Tako was pressured by the aggro here of MaRu's deck, was not able to put the combo together in his own time, and MaRu is going to Jade Lightning Face for the win, going up 2-1 in this set over Tako. Aggro Shaman makes 1 appearance, 100% win rate. Pretty good deck.
That's a lot of damage from that deck. There was still a couple of crackles.
Can sit in hand. Any Draconids you rip off the top of your deck, we're like, oh, pretty good now. Thanks.
But that's the thing. MaRu doesn't know that's not Duskbreaker. And if that's Duskbreaker, MaRu is getting rolled here.
Are we just going face, or is he going to trade? Wow.
Well, if Tako has Duskbreaker.
In the future, especially if MaRu keeps going face.
But if I'm Tako, I'm so scared of the damage still on board here.
Yeah, you got to get the taunt down for sure. So taunt comes down. Maybe kill a Silverhand recruit if you get lucky. Oh, no!
Good sequencing by Tako, though. At least he recognized that you do want to take that Knife Juggler and then play your minion for now. Not a whole lot. MaRu's just forced to go through this Twilight Guardian the hard way.
That is exactly what Tako wants. Looking to push this into Game 5. We have yet to have a sweep today, Cora. All 4 and 5 game sets.
You're true. Our very first match yesterday was a Tako just going to take sort of a slower turn here. The Loatheb off the top from MaRu is actually quite sizable. It is the second largest minion in the deck.
It also makes all the turns off Inner Fire Divine Spirit combos for a turn. That is GG.
There's also 2 Divine Favors in the list for MaRu. So a couple really solid outs here, but the longer this game goes, the more it goes in favor of Tako. The Murloc Paladin has an
but you're at 12. You have to start clearing this stuff off the board. Well, at least one Svellen's Chosen could trade then with Loatheb.
All right, so Tako knows that he needs to get this Loatheb off the board. MaRu representing just too much damage. And there are a lot of aggressive cards left in the deck. Oh, he's just going to full trade here. Yeah, Tako realizing that killing MaRu is not his way to win this game. He just needs to survive. Tako.
Going for that Duskbreaker.
It is
there! Snap choice, going ahead knocking off the Divine Shield to then clear the board. Every single minion of MaRu's is about to be wiped, leaving Tako with a 5-1 and a 3-3.
There's so many turns in the next couple of turns. Nothing that MaRu can do, and I think we're going to a Game 5.
2 Divine Favors, and just couldn't draw either to start closing the game out. We will be going to Aggro Paladin against Combo Druid in Game 5.
That is a matchup that is very winnable for Tako. But he is going to need Packet. The other player will be out. Winner gets to face Jinsu.
Jinsu waiting in the next round with a pretty slow matchup, actually. I mean, a pretty slow set of decks out there. So
Ironwood Golems in this deck. There is no Fandral, I believe. Yes, no Fandral.
Yeah, you're right. That's the only real target there. So that's a pretty good little setup. It helps make that random recruit effect so much more reliable. If you can just set it up so it's only recruiting 1 or 2 key cards out of your deck, then it just becomes pretty much a custom-built Hearthstone card.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one at that. You like 4 mana, 3/6, gain 6 life. MaRu trading off the Rockpool Hunter there, hoping to keep Old Murkai, one of the best tools in the deck, against aggro. Immediately you gain 5 life, you put 2 1/5 taunts in the way, and then from then on out you're gaining an additional 3 life every single turn.
Righteous Protector going to block this Ironwood Golem. Finley's coming down. I guess you want that life tap?
Yeah, you want that life tap. And right now MaRu wants, now you got a 4/12 beat stick.
And
like,
swipe will wipe any board.
Maybe you have a swipe left over later on. Yeah, you don't care to hold on to any of these spells. They are inconsequential later on. But right now, they're allowing Tako to turn, as evidenced by the rope. Just going to go ahead and drop the Loatheb. And the Grimscale Chum, even though it's not going to buff any Murlocs, just get it out of the hand.
And poor MaRu, because we mentioned how great it was that he was playing aggro Murloc Paladin. You just
Malfurion the Pestilent is the best card that Tako could ever hope for on turn 7, and MaRu has to waste the Loatheb Battlecry into Malfurion the Pestilent. Tako's still at 39 life.
Yeah.
MaRu has done nothing this game.
Ouch. And of course, like, it's going to go up to 42, 45, and more. There's so many taunts on the board. There's not much you can do to get around it. The downside of this aggro Murloc Paladin is you're splitting all the buffs. You have some Murloc buffs, but then you don't have the Silverhand Recruit buff, so your boards are never as sort of consistently strong.
To get ahead at any point in this game. Tako had all the answers, and this Druid deck it is a combo deck, but it is also a combo deck that has a lot of anti-aggro strategies to get it to that combo scenario later on in the game. And
the second spreading plague is putting it even further away. So much health, Tako feels free to so close to wrapping up Game 5 here and moving on to the next round where he will face Jinsu for a chance to come to the live HEARTHSTONE Wild Open Grand Finals in Los Angeles, California.
man, when you're playing against the most aggressive Paladin deck there is, and you have both branching paths and you gain armor with neither,
that's pretty gross, yeah.
That says a lot about the direction that this game went. It was absolute one-sided in favor.
No equality, so even if I'm drawing a bunch of cards, if the tools don't exist in the deck, I'm never going to draw them. There's nothing that I can do about that.
Plus now Tako just putting on the pressure himself with the Faceless Manipulator onto the Gentle Megasaur. He's presenting a lethal setup in the next turn. And MaRu has nothing. Tako coming from a 3-1 deficit ties it up, or from a